Welcome back to the Soap Asylum, where we talk about General Hospital and Bold and Beautiful. My name is Naya. Right now, we're going to talk about what happened today on Bold and Beautiful. All right. So it was a little bit sad today for Daphne and Carter. We know yesterday that she found out that she wasn't able to conceive, that she's in premenopause. Honestly, let me know in the comments, how did y'all feel about his initial reaction, Carter's? I got a little bit defensive immediately. It was like listen, I know that it can be just as difficult for the guy, but I just felt like, oh gosh, I didn't like his reaction. I don't even know how to explain how I felt. It's just like just hug her. Like, I wanted him to just like shut up and just hug her. But as the scene progressed, this is the picture that you see now. This is her telling him. As the scene progressed, I think it was just sinking in what she said for him. Like, I went through a lot of emotions watching that scene. Because I was mad at Carter because I felt like he was being too man about the situation. So when she first told him, he was like, "Well, this is impossible. This is all I wanted, pretty much." And it's like, well, okay, so it's other alternatives. Now we talked about other alternatives when Dr. Lee and Steffi were mentioning it to Daphne. She said she doesn't want any of that. She said she wants her and Carter's baby. She don't want Sarah get adopt nothing, just him and her. I'm sure as time goes on, they'll change their minds. It's a very emotional time, but I just didn't like his initial response. I don't know, it was just something about it, but like I said, as the scene went on, it got more emotional for both of them, and, um, he started crying and everything, and that's where it kinda left off them consoling each other. Now, she Daphne said she doesn't wanna do surrogacy or any of that. That doesn't mean that Carter won't wanna do it. I think this is gonna give them to a story. I'm very new to B&B, but with these 2, I could see that being a little storyline for them, right? Carter, all aboard for surrogacy, and she doesn't want that because it's not her eggs or anything like that, and that could cause a little kerfuffle between them 2. I could see that giving them a little story, so we'll keep our eye on that. So we knew that Will was gonna show up at Eric's house. I get him and Ridge's house mixed up. Is it the same house? Is it different? It looks just alike. It's just like made the same. But he showed up at that house where Electra is. Okay. Also, Ridge and Eric were talking in the office today. I need a bold and beautiful historian to tell me this. The way he says that Electra's father or grandfather or whatever is his brother. So do that make her and RJ like cousins in some form? Put it in the comments. That's weird to me. And I don't care that they supposed to be maybe second or third cousins, because I just saw my second cousin and his daughter, the third, which would be my third cousin. It's just a weird thing. And I'm a big General Hospital fan, and I know it's the same thing with the connection. But I mean, Jeez Louise, Foresters, y'all all still got the same last name. Like, they not even removed enough for this to be normal. Hey, put it in the comments. Am I tripping? I don't think so. Anywho, back to Will and them. So they were at the house. He went to the house to beg for her to come back to him. And she told him, she was like, listen, Rich pretty much forbade me from seeing you. He said Foresters and Spencers don't mix. And he was like, "What is it, your daddy?" Like, "Will, that's my boy." Like, I love that whole family, the Spencers. He was like, "That don't even make no sense." She was like, "Well, I owe them, especially after the auntie. I can't think of the auntie name right now. Evie, whatever was the name was, but she left. They've been really kind to her, and I do get it. Like, she do owe them a lot. But girl, you've been living there long enough. You've been working for them long enough to where why you don't got your own place to live outside of Will's place? Because Dylan, honey, she sure did. She got that job and picked herself up by her bootstraps and ain't looked back since. Now, this girl here, they treat her like she's a little. little delicate fly in a way. Will, she's not gonna go back with Will. She's not. She's just gonna break up with him. They promised her jewelry line. She's not gonna do anything to mess up that chance with that jewelry line, no matter how she feel about Will. That ship has sailed. Here was the funny part to me. When Eric told Will to get out and Will said no, they went to a commercial, and I was like, "Oh shoot, is he gonna is he gonna rough up this old man?" Like, cause they trying to make it like Will is some kind of danger. Like, I think this is like where the story is going with Will. Like, he's out of control, he can't be controlled. So I was like, "Dang, is he gonna like put hands on old man River?" But no, he didn't. He was just like they were just kind of bantering back and forth. Um, and then then it cut scene. But it was so funny because Will, when Eric said that same dumb shit, he was like, Spencer's and Forrester's don't mix. Will was like, what is this? This is a cartoon. Like, this is real life. Like, this ain't, like a country cartoon where the McCoys and Hatfields pretty much is what they're trying to make it like. And Electra sitting there looking like she finna either cry or throw up or she don't I don't know. Like, her facial expressions be tripping me out. She either finna cry or she about to crack up. She gives you don't get anything in between. So yeah, so if these two get it together, they would be what? Maybe second or third cousins, right? Oh, all right. I think that these two are gonna end up together. I think it's always just gonna be. But what about Will? And she's always gonna want Will, but she's gonna settle for her cousin. That's what's gonna happen. And technically, and don't get me wrong, because Will ain't too far off out the gene pool with them Foresters, because Katie is his mother and Brooke is the aunt. But at least he in there is more like through marriage than blood. But it's all a mess to me. Let's move on to Bikini. This was a really pretty quick. Before we get started on what they were talking about, am I the only one that think it's weird that they keep putting this girl in nightgowns and saying that they dresses? I talked about this in the last video. I know. Listen, I lived through the 90s and the 2000s to where, I was at the age to where we was wearing them slip dresses, and I seen that they bring it. It's back. It's back, ladies. We can do it now again if we want to. But I don't wanna look like that I just got out of bed with my man when I'm getting ready to go to the park or something. Like, I just don't like this whole nightgown thing. But anyway, she was talking to Taylor, her mom, about, her marriage and Sheila and how she feels a little bit concerned about that. Steffi always got a problem with something. It's always seemed like it's something always going on with her. If it's not her company, it's her husband, the husband, real mama with something. But that's what she was talking about mostly. Their scene was pretty short. She also brought up this, about Daphne, because uh, Daphne are friends, and I thought that was really cool. Like, no matter how I feel about Steffi, which I'm still not sure how I feel about her, to me, she comes off as girl rich. It's like, girl, sit down, shut up. Like, she like a bully. She comes across as a bully, especially with the Hope for the future deal. Like, I did not like the way she was treating Hope. I I didn't. But anyway, that's what these two girls were talking about. Um, and we'll talk more about Steffi in a second because we're gonna go on the spoilers. But she does feel bad for her friend, and that's what they were talking about, her mama. All right. Let's talk about what we're gonna see tomorrow on Bold and the Beautiful. This is like a really good shot of Katie. It's so great. I love this. This is my favorite picture I got of her. Okay, so speaking of Steffi and Finn, they're gonna be having a discussion just how she's feeling about the Sheila thing and what Sheila wants, and probably her mom and Deke or whatever, the same thing they always talk about. But this time, I think that the root of this conversation is gonna be more Sheila, and I think Finn is going to get his balls out of his wife's purse and put them back in his drawers, and he's gonna say, "Listen, I think my mom has changed and she deserves maybe another chance." Maybe we can do some supervised visitations. We go out in public as a family and be with her, something like that. But I do believe that Finn is gonna try to talk Steffi into including Sheila in their lives a little bit more, and Steffi not gonna have it. And she's because she already told him, listen, you gonna have to choose. It's either me or her. So that's tomorrow. Let me see what else. What else? What else? Yeah, this is when he was hugging his mom right here before I go on. When I they zoomed in, I was like, yeah, he really be trying to figure out how he can be with his mom and not have trouble with his bully wife. Ridge. We're gonna be talking about Ridge, seeing Ridge and Eric, the continuation of Eric trying to tell Will to leave and leave Electra alone. So Ridge is gonna come in, and I guess they're pretty much gonna gang up on Will. I don't think they're gonna beat him up or nothing, but I think they're gonna verbally abuse him and let him know like you're not good enough. You just like your daddy. You know all the same stuff they've been saying. And Electra is an angel and she's perfect and she should get everything she wants. And you should have told her about your mother's business no matter what. Even though Electra isn't your wife, she's not even your fiance. You still will should have told her every single solitary detail about your mother's business. That's what they're gonna be saying tomorrow. Um, so Will, this is gonna be interesting. So what do y'all think Will is gonna do? Is he gonna get into a kerfuffle with Ridge and Papa? While they trying to banish him from Electra's life, or will he go quietly and just, just be like, okay? Or is he gonna tell the elderberries, look, kick rocks? Was he gonna throw hands? What are we gonna do? What's gonna happen? I don't know. It's gonna be good. But I seriously don't think that Will is gonna beat up anybody. I think they're gonna give him such a tongue lashing, which pisses me off because Will is such a young man, and these two old man Rivers is just you're Spencer, you're nothing, you're awful like your father, and blah blah blah. Okay. Well, later on, after the tongue lashing or whatever is going to happen to him when he leaves their home, he's going to end up at Bikini trying to probably drown his sorrows. And I really don't think it's going to end well for Will there. The only thing, too, is I'm wondering is is Dylan going to be there? I don't know if Dylan is going to be there to help him out because in spoilers, it's going to be another lady. I don't think it's Jessica, but it's supposed to be another lady that's gonna give Will some attention. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about that. And that's all I got for you on B&B. I'm getting ready to work on GH in about an hour because I'm still at work and I still got to do some kind of work. But thank you so much for listening to me. Please hit the like before you leave, and I would catch you in the comments.